Salutations, Searching4Rinoa here. I was going to save this till November, but a lot of other stuff came up, so I might as well address it now, even if you haven't already seen it on Twitter. I mentioned that my recordings, where I usually store them, is non-functioning. It's my D drive. I put all that stuff in because I have like a huge, almost a terabyte D drive, and I've been putting all my recordings into that and do all my editing stuff in there. All the stuff I saved, even the stuff from like the beginning and ending of the promo wheel I saved. Yeah. It's not too big a loss. I could get it again, but what is gone now was today's was gonna go up the finale of Castlevania 1, because I was like back in the watch I'm like, hey, wait a minute, there is a holy water I could grab, and somewhere along the way I managed to stick the shit out of it, but I beat it. And I tried to stream today, but I was just I don't know, I just didn't have the mojo. Maybe that's why I'm better off streaming afternoons or something like that, where I can just like get like really intense into it, just think about myself and not really have to, because I was getting rushed and everything, and I'm like, then I was of the mind of will this hold up? Because I've also been having Wi-Fi issues with this as of late, and I wasn't sure if the stream was going to hold up, and sure enough, I tried streaming it today, and it didn't, so I'm putting this in place of I don't want to, I don't know, I feel bad for ending, just promoting like that, but after a day of just, like, having to do this just in place of a recording for today, because I just... So we'll cap it off as a to be continued for now. So I ordered a Wi-Fi repeater in the mail, and it has like a so what I'm hoping is that signal will boost here with all my stuff, because I have a lot of stuff that runs on Wi-Fi. Maybe that's my issue as well, because I have a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4. I don't always keep it online, but all my electronics are all in this one area, so I don't know if there's like all sorts of interference or whatnot. I haven't had it for a while because I did have Ethernet cable, but this one has it too, the repeater. I'm hoping what I can do is have the repeater. They'll give me the AV cable to like plug back into the and then I'm pretty much set as far as online stuff is concerned. It's been going good for a while, but eventually Wi-Fi does degrade, and I have like a couple walls in between the router I'm at. You know, not a different story anymore, but I gotta be honest, and I might have mentioned it before, but I'm autistic, and it's still a level where I'm not exactly the most patient sometimes, so when it went down the first time, it was like a freak accident or something like that. When it went all down and I couldn't figure out what it was, I hit my in frustration, because I am just easily that aggravated sometimes. And I think that's what caused the problem, because for like today and yesterday, I heard like a loud clicking noise on this thing that I had never heard before, and sure enough, the thing like underneath my laptop was loose. So I think my D drive came undone or in something like that. But yeah, I cannot access it for the life of me. Even in photos, how I was doing it differently through Windows 10, because that was how I was that's the only reason I could do the retro stuff that I've been doing, which is back, by the way. So at least I'm happy enough to have that, but you see here, I'm just going to be like leaving it to whatever, and I will do because I do it on D drive. If I do it on C drive, that's not a thing either, because that's not as big. I only have like 66 gigs on that, and I can do like because to do the video, what I used to do was do video and audio separately, so I could like really grossly copy and paste, like very professional like. But with the retro stuff, I only had to do like one and then like use photos. You could take like a video, like this video here, this video here, this video here, and that's not as precise as Camtasia, I want to say. But it's the only reason I was able to do some of these things. But yeah, I don't know if that explains my Wi-Fi situation as well with the broken D drive. I'm hoping that's not the case. Hoping I didn't do anything to that either. But I remember hitting like that specific side, like it's on this side to the right of it. That's what I'm assuming it is anyway, because I was hearing it from. That's where I was hearing the clicking from, or like the weird noise from that side. So, don't want to end it on a sad note. I mean, the show does go on, but I will actually be returning tomorrow. I will put up the finally of what is Orochi, and I think I'm well enough in a way to start pushing towards Digimon as well and finishing that finally, and maybe moving on to Orochi 3, although I still have that issue where I gotta like set up close to my TV unless there's a way I can blow up the picture or get like a, because the map I remember seeing it over videos was like really small. So, I don't know if the PS4 option has like a bigger one. I don't know. Well, at least I won't be putting any games on hold. Maybe I'll just be moving on to something else entirely. I don't know. It's something I gotta look into myself. It's also why a couple of other games didn't get played, because I thought I was gonna have like a bully situation, like the PS4 just wouldn't really. Maybe it's just Camtasia that clashes or something like that, and I don't have the money either to get because I'm using 8. I don't have the money to just go out and get another key for 9. I didn't feel like I would have to do that, but lo and behold. So, but I can also do the Elgato directly and maybe do it that way, like directly upload it to YouTube. Like they won't look like super professional like I've been doing, and have all that fun stuff like in between. And it once again, it certainly won't be, but I should probably do that through Camtasia and make it like one video. I'll give it a try. So what I can do is, that's an idea. I could edit it down and then that much even further, maybe? Might eat up more of my time with that, but yeah, I do want to eventually move on from that. Not to say that wasn't a bad idea. I definitely have some games I want to save for that, but maybe for promoting, not promoting, I don't know. I thought I do have enough material for a year 2. Like even just for like just like because I'm holding the game right here, that I'm like, do I want to save this or do I play it now? But now I feel like I'm holding stuff back, holding up production even further for this. I just thought like just because I had the wait time of Orochi 2 to try and finish it up, but I have it now, and now it's just sitting there waiting for me for the month of November to come in, so I can be like, hey, let's go. All in all, you got 30 days of a couple of games I didn't really expect to like get into all that much. Like I'm of the mind, like I think Casey and Phantom brought it up why they didn't finish Resident Evil, because they got to a point where maybe like that's what I was fearing as well, looking at that, like I might run out of ammo or healing, or a lot of shit's like finite. It's maybe that's why Casey doesn't exactly leave the confines of RPGs all that often. I mean, his whole channel is JRPGs, and I'm pretty much inspired by him a great deal of that. So maybe it's time I kind of go back, not really square one, but But yeah, I tried it on stream today to play Castlevania, and I was just making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and I was just, which is also what got me upset as well, having to lose lose so much time, and then I'm like, all right, now I gotta hurry, now I gotta scramble, and I think that's just adding to it, and I'm just. But yes, someday I will do my part to finish it. I don't want to end it on a sour note, so let me show you something probably what some of you might already know, and that's how to do all that crazy backward split I was doing for the promo weekend shows. Let me show you how that's done real quick. Right. So now we have Audacity open, and I'm going to show you real quick how I do all them promo and intros that I've been doing where I speak backwards and all scary. Like, Dylan showed me a part of this, but I found something else on here that kind of makes it the same way to make you, like, just speak in tongues. You're just making everything sound backwards. So first thing you want to do real quick is, I'm going to step by step with you. Record what you want to say. Don't try to scream into the mic too loud because, well, I'll explain later. But first, an example. Hey, this is Searching4Rinoa. How's it going? Alright, then we stop that. Anything you want to, like, trim down, you can do that. Just get that. Actually, I don't even have to do that. Actually, you can just highlight that portion of it to make it even easier for yourself. See, sometimes I do a little two steps. Get ahead of myself here. Now, what we want to do with that is go to Effect and scroll down to Reverse, and now you should be speaking backwards. Okay, so that's the first step. Now, while still highlighted, you're going to go to Edit and go down to Duplicate or Control plus D. Do it once. See how both are highlighted? We're going to do it again. That'll give us 4. Now, I didn't need to edit this first one, but for the most part, you just want 3. So usually you get rid of the first one. So we have 1. Whoop. I guess I didn't hit that right. There we go. It's being weird. I'm used to looking at it from an angle. I think I'm messing up. All right. Now, we should have 3 of these, and this is why you don't want to be too loud, because now it's going to be amplified a little bit. Yeah, because now it's on top of each other, but we don't want it that way. That's the step there. So now what we do, go to the second one. I just highlighted that, and what we want is change pitch. Okay. That's right, I did a recording here, which I messed up because I forgot to turn the audio on. Now, whoops. It does start here in the middle. And what you want to go is go like up or down -2, just to make it depending on how creepy you want it. So hit OK. And then for this one, we're going to do it all the way down to, well, not repeat change pitch, just do it again. And we're going to bring it all the way down to 4. Now, if you're here, if you have like a scissor, you can't go all the way up and around again because it'll actually bring it up, as you can see. We don't want that. So we can also take this here, and you want the semi-stones here, the half steps. So the first one was 2. It'll just go to... It just autocorrects. Mine does to, like, I don't know if yours is different, but that's just how that works for me. All right, but yeah, I was able to bring it down to here, -4. So now you should have your finished product if you just play it all now. And there you have it. What an eventful autumn it's been. Not to go back on sour notes, but like I said, I was going to do this in November. I was going to talk more about this, but I got to be a little bit real here again. Because I know in September, I wasn't working for 2 weeks because of a huge, just a huge incident that took place. I was kind of being pulled this way and that way, and I responded very poorly. And I've been there for years. I've never had like a huge just shouting and just blew up at the person before, but that happened to be the store manager at the time. So, but I came in, said my apologies, said what happened, explained things. I have been back to work for a couple of weeks now. For about a month of October, I started back again. So I do have that. But before that, that happened a Friday. And then Saturday, something else happened where I got into, once again, with my mom. And Sunday night, because I had just left one place for like a leaking roof to come to this new apartment complex. And then I guess I guess they didn't take care of the gutters or something like that, because one night it rained really hard and my window was leaking. So on World Suicide Prevention Day of all days on Monday, I felt as low as I could possibly get. I didn't think I could get any lower than that, and to be real with you, that's the closest I've come to something like that. But what's kept me is the people I mean, I'm not the most patient person, but I'm also like scarily empathetic to a point where I'm like, what's kept me from doing that for so long is the people I would make upset or sad. And for a while now, my parents topped that list, but I met someone truly exceptional at my workplace who I've it's been almost a year now since we probably met. It was my biggest reason, well, one of my biggest reasons for coming back there, mostly to get paid again so I can continue to make the content that I do. That's another big reason that's kept me from doing that, because I know lately all my videos I'm like, oh, there's a whatchamacallit, or hey, grab that whatchamacallit or whatever. I know I'm nowhere near as good as I'd hoped I would be with this. But sometimes just funny things happen, and again, if I have fun with it, I feel like you people watching will have fun with it too. You'll the fact that a lot of you guys like Dracus, like Panda Brady, like Multi-Boxing Kid, like Zero Kai Zero. Who else are my regulars? That's just the name off the top of my head. Oh, I gotta do a big shout out if I didn't do that before too. Oh God, I don't remember his name, but he would always show up for my, when I used to stream on Twitch a lot. Is it Emerald Ruby? Well, he showed up a couple of times too. Emerald Ruby. Christ, I can't remember your name, dude. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. Like, even the person I met, I had to, like, so I wouldn't forget. I kept saying that name over and over again in my head like 100 times. That's just what I have to do. Like, I have a photograph like maybe with like the weirdest shit sometimes. Like, I can recall what I was doing, but I can't remember like specific dates or like people's names sometimes, unless I like really, really just like, there was another person I worked who helped me out today who I can't remember the name for the life of me. I want to say like a Tony or something like that, but no, that's not. I know that's not it. I don't even know if it's like 4 letters or something like that. I had a weird moment at work where I could try to remember my social security number. That's roughly the same as my work badge number, to have to like to clock in and out or something like that. I'm supposed to hopefully I get a new badge so I don't have to. So yeah, I had a weird moment there where I had to like change my password because they changed all the system settings for like time off and stuff. So yeah, sorry at the risk of the whole rambling thing. Like I said, I'm bad enough as is without just being in like a kind of a sour, bummed mood where I'm like, I feel like I've like all this stuff. That's why I was so upset about the first. Like, I haven't felt this bad since probably me canceling Digimon Digicard Battle the first time, because I don't want to keep screwing up. And this is one of the biggest positives I've done. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. And I know I don't have a huge lot to show for it, but that's not why I do this. I like, it's mostly for me because it's something like, hey, I did something. I can the jack of all trades. I've always wanted to entertain. I've always wanted to showcase. Like, I remember this is vivid memory of mine because it really stuck out in my mind. Like the first time where I'm like, that's what I want to do. Like as a kid, I don't know if it was like I was in pain or sick or something, but I was just laying on the couch and my parents had on an old, might have been from Comedy Central at the time, but it was Robin Williams on, I think it was on a Johnny Carson show or something like that, or like Letterman, probably Letterman, because he just could not stop laughing, and to his credit, neither could I, and I was laughing to the point where I was like, oh, I get those like really bad laughing spells sometimes where my head just starts hurting. It's like, you need to stop. But I could, I'm like, I just kept laughing at what he was doing. I couldn't even remember what he was doing. I just remember just being like that, just uncontrollable fit of laughter. So like, I couldn't stop myself, and I kept like, ow, ow, ow. But I was still, he wouldn't stop going. He just kept going and going. And that was like my first memory of like, maybe I want to be I don't know. I thought comedian for the time, but there's like other ways to just be like an entertainer. I was like, because I remember like as a kid as well, like my dad making me cassette tapes and like songs. I liked the Michael Jackson, I liked the Beatles, all sorts of things like that. A lot of old school stuff, a lot of 70s, 80s, because my dad had a really good ear for music. Now all my stuff is like the probably a lot of stuff you heard now, like the Billy Squier and the Van Halen that I did song covers of that I wanted to do for a long time, because I'm like, okay, if I'm just entertained or something like that, but hopefully I get the whatchamacallit, because that's kind of helped me to come out of my shell. I mean, I still have problems, especially in front of that person at work who I feel like I've never been like real like actual like friends with someone like that before in a long time. Like I've told her things my parents didn't even know about. Like to have that level of trust when a guy like me for years who's been ostracized and even bullied, even to the point of senior year where I overheard someone made a snide comment like like this guy, like myself and his friend over here, someone who was kind of like on set, off again, bullying me at junior high, and your first instinct is like, well, why don't you just kick his ass? Well, at that point in high school, I don't know if I'd say it for anybody else, but in New Jersey, it's an adult matter. So if you start a fight, they're gonna, it's not it might not be a trip to the principal's office. It's a trip to at least juvie or whatever it is. I don't know. I never explored that, but I remember my mom and dad when I warned me. That's why they wanted to move me to New Jersey, because I was headed for, I think, like a really bad high school in Philadelphia, where it was already pretty bad, the school, so I had to go there beforehand. But now you're open to like drug abuse and stuff like that. And I remember my older brother going through that rough patch really badly. And I'm like, this poor kid's gonna get ostracized. I shudder to think, like, we gotta move over to New Jersey, where that would be well, I was safer. I didn't get to, like I said, I mostly kept to myself. But yeah, 1 year, like one bully who was a junior and I was a senior, he not voted, but he made like a snide remark, and this person and his friend are probably the next Columbine. Before that, long before that became like scarily the norm nowadays. Fuck, man, I can't even watch like real TV now myself. So it's another reason why I do the to escape from it all, and just have something where I can like affect something or like a change or something. I know, it's just a lot have been weighing on my mind lately. Just again, wanted to wait till November, but circumstances be what it is. I'll just dump it all on you right now. Sorry, after all these years, I'm still not good at it, but I'm also just. But yeah, that whole situation with that, if it wasn't for my friend's intervention, I probably would have done something. Not to Because I'm like, hey, I got two hands. What the hell do I need a gun for? But that could also be misconstrued like, well, now he's gonna escalate it and bring a gun in himself. That could have been a thing too. Maybe he wanted to avoid that as well before you kind of like, because again, I was a senior and I thought, okay, maybe this guy's like, you could tell I was like visibly upset. I was like well and thoroughly pissed off, well and thoroughly disgusted too. I just wanted to do something about it right then and there, and he pulled me aside. It's like, hey, let's go talk to somebody. Let's go. So yeah, all that stuff you see on Twitter now, I was there because my friend helped me handle it back then from high school, who I haven't seen in a long time because last I seen him, he worked at like a GameStop or something like that. It was either GameStop or I think it was EB Games in a mall back in Morristown. Back when I actually had that sort of thing going for it. They got rid of I haven't had a reason to go there since. I don't know. It's all movie theater now. There's probably not even that much stores now there to begin with. A lot of it was like shutting down. That's where I got all my anime DVDs at the time when I started doing that. But I'm like, wow, that's costing me a lot of money to keep that going. So I'm like, video games that have been here since, like I said, probably playing as far back as I can remember. Animes I do that are just sitting there, like even now collecting this because I don't have time because now I'm doing all this more often. That might be a thing I want to change to where I don't edit as much because I still got to sit there and like kind of like babysit a video. Maybe if I just do it through a whatchamacallit and just, I still gotta edit stuff out. But I'm of the whatchamacallit where like if I got nothing to say and there's just dead air like loading, I usually cut that stuff out to like streamline it a little bit better, and I still want to do that. But again, I'm doing it on the C drive right now, which is only like has like a little less than 70 gigs, and a lot of my videos do tend to run around the hour and change mark. Sometimes I can take like a video and split it. But yeah, hopefully I can get hopefully at the very least, once my whatchamacallit comes in, I can then order a replacement D drive. I gotta know what this computer is and everything. Maybe I can get this one fixed even and like. But yeah, I tried to do it through photos. No go. Like D drive, it's like we cannot access this. We cannot read it. It's not like it wasn't even there. And right now my computer, whenever it turns on, it's like trying to reformat D drive if you want to skip or whatever. So. And now everything else is starting to run a little so it's not just related to that, maybe hitting it. Because when I hit this thing, the screen did turn black, and I'm like, oh no, I thought I broke it then and there. But I turned it back on again, turned it off and on. It's like, okay, it's working for a while. But yesterday and the day before, like I said, there was like this weird noise I hadn't heard before. I'm like, uh-oh, that can't be good. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like something else from like somewhere else. But no, today, before I started recording for the Castlevania finale, I heard it, like, the clicking go off. It wasn't, like, clicking, but it was definitely something I hadn't heard before. Like, it was, like, the whatchamacallit process that's once a little bit different, so. But, yeah. Once again, well, I don't have to put things on hold too much. I mean, it still works because I was able to stream. I'm doing this now. I'm going to see if I can upload it without trying to take too much trouble there because it's still running kind of slow because it still has to go through because the first thing was I thought it was the entire file explorer wouldn't load. I don't know, that would have been super fucked in because I wouldn't have been able to upload shit. I'd still might not. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. I did stream and I went to, so hopefully I want to see if I can do it through C drive and maybe do it through Camtasia and just save all my stuff through there. So maybe I just do it like that so I'm not making big Camtasia files because then it's like the original file, then it's the Camtasia file, which takes a while to do whatchamacallit, and I can't, and the uploading directly to YouTube never fucking works for that. So I hope it works for the whatchamacallit here. I've never done it through just Elgato itself. Maybe I don't have to save anything. Just do like an MP4 and just be like, have it just be a separate video. Because way I do it is the Elgato, it would save the video on it. And then, but to do it to whatchamacallit, I would have to MP4 it And like I said, I used to do it separately, like my audio and my and put my audio of me talking and the game audio, and then like sync it up. Can't do that here. I also haven't run into an issue where like my screen will tear. I don't know if that's happened on any of my videos yet. I haven't had the time to look back on videos to see. I mean, I've looked through them to kind of, but I know I'm trying to meet like a lot of deadlines, and sometimes I procrastinate. I do gotta take this a little bit more seriously and give myself maybe some more time. Maybe give myself like a, I don't know. I love doing this. I hate leaving things sit and just not have to, because again, a big part of why I'm still here, period, is this. And if I can't do this, then that's, again, and not just videos in general, like all my, just all ideas I just have in my head that I want to maybe explore, maybe do some more experimentation, like not just Let's Plays, but like everything I've done on this channel for the past 5 years, the singing, the reenactments of like movies and TV shows or wrestling promos that I did. That's why I started this at first. So I'm like, maybe this will do more, because a lot of it was like, I explain that without too much rambling. I'm sure I explained that in another video. I'm already rambling now. I've been going for a while now. I still got to put all this together, and fingers crossed this all uploads tonight, so I have something for you guys, even though it might be a little bit tardy to the party. But with that said, I just looked at the time. I better wrap it up here. Yeah. All right. So take care. I said it on Twitter. I wanted to address that too before I go. When I say that, I mean take care of yourself and you and yours, because again, I was kind of skeptical. I'm not exactly the most outgoing person, because again, that whole school from as far back as I can remember, to high school, of being ostracized and even bullied a little bit just because you look different, or whatever reason I'm sure they had. Fuck if I know, fuck if I care at this point. That's a long ass time ago, but again, my friend might have saved me from a bad situation, and then the friend I have now at work kind of helped out too, because I know she was like, "Hey, nothing bad happened to you, right?" She checked up on me as I came in, and she's just like, so I concerned her a little bit. So I'm like, but it can be hard sometimes, because you're not sure if, with all my disabilities and everything, you're not sure if you're going to be ever equal to anybody. You know what I mean? But I don't think she has accidentally treated me any differently. But again, let me finish by saying, I'm just mentioning that because you never know what. Again, I was a bit skeptical, but sometimes all you need is that someone else to hear it out, and I love seeing that on Twitter nowadays. That's also like you guys, your messages that you said that Monday when I was feeling my lowest really, really helped me out. So continue to spread the word. I'll do the same. Once again, by closing, when I say take care, thanks for watching. The take care means to take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you who are going to be there to support you and love you no matter what. It's hard to be outgoing myself, but I think every day gets a little bit better for myself to try and want that again, because I know once I get it situated, to bring back EDF, because Panda Brady was talking about it, and Vexper was talking about it, and I got him with me to maybe do that in the future as well, but I got to finish my whatchamacallit first. I said I would do it in November, but I'd still might do that, but I might make it as early to finish whatchamacallit. I don't know. I got to get back on the, well, after I get the whatchamacallit finished, I got to get back into the whole talking thing again with just people out here once I get myself more free time. Maybe if I just edit less or something like that. I got to, definitely something to think about. But with that said, take care of you and yours. And as always, thanks for watching.